stopping in. So we're going to my favorite place. Not really my favorite place. We're going to Pick and Pull. They're having half off again today, so we're going to see if we can find at least one 5.3 or maybe a 6.0. We'll see how much it comes out to be, and if it's not very much, I might get two. One for the Yukon and then one for my wife's 65 that she wants to LS swap. Alright, so we found a 5.3 from a 2005. So I just hustled back to the truck to grab all the tools. And, oh, hold on, phone's ringing. Yeah, I got a phone call. Anyway, I'm grabbing all the tools. I'm heading back in there. I got the wife holding down the truck so nobody snags it. It's an 05. It looks like it's in pretty good shape. Had a front end crash, so it's not like it was totaled because of the engine. So yeah, we're gonna pull it. It's actually color matched. I'm gonna pull the handles too, but that's for my mom's Tahoe. I think color match looks good, but anyway, yeah, we're gonna pull the 5.3. Here it is. So we're gonna pull this bad boy. Alright guys, I apologize. I did not film nearly enough yesterday. Actually, I didn't really film much at all. I got way too involved pulling this engine. I don't know why or what the deal was yesterday, but I was just not on it. This took a lot longer to get out than I thought it would. Partially because I was trying to avoid unhooking the transmission from the torque converter, the flex plate. And it didn't have enough room to come forward to clear it, so I ended up putting it back in. But yeah, whatever. So next time we'll just unbolt the 3 bolts from the torque converter and pull it out. But this is a 2005. It came out of a Z71 Tahoe. It looked like it was in really good shape, like you saw. Whoever had it took good care of it. It was a front end crash. That's why the car was totaled. It is gummed up, but that is actually a good thing. It means it's not going to rust at least. So the issue with this one had a cracked block. You can see how between the head and the block, it's all clean because there was coolant coming out and cleaning everything off. I mean, here it looks pretty good. I mean, it's not right here, but it's not coming from between the heads. So I'm optimistic that this block is not cracked. This side looks good. And we do have a parts washer now, so all this will get cleaned up, obviously. But we're going to tear it down anyway, because regardless if this goes in the Yukon or my wife's 65 pickup, it's going to be getting rebuilt. Just because we're not sure. I mean, there might be projects in the future where we find a good, low mileage one, just, run it. But we're going to end up rebuilding it. I got the manifolds. Those won't be for my wife's truck. Those will be for the Yukon. The Yukon I want it to be as stock as it can be, just like this engine came with it. We got the fans because it's an 05, so I took the fans. They're kind of cracked right here because, like I said, it was front end crash. But the fans spin freely. I have not tried them yet, but everything was half off yesterday. That's the reason why I got so much stuff. Is Pick and Pull does a half off like a couple times a year, 4 or 5 times maybe. I don't know. But that's pretty much the only time I go down and pull engines or stuff from Pick and Pull. They want a little too much for an engine, and their complete engine isn't really complete because you go up there with everything put together. They say that's not complete. They charge you for the power steering pump, the alternator, the water pump, the intake manifolds. So I guess to them a complete engine is heads and block. But yeah, I pulled the entire harness, got the computer, the gas pedal. It's a little wonky. It's from the car had Hydro Boost brakes. the math. I did get the pedal and the matching, whatever this is, tack module for the drive-by wire throttle body, which is up here. Harness is kind of gummed up, but not a huge deal. I got the harness for the fans. This is the factory harness. You can use these on the older trucks, I believe, but we're gonna strip it down just to what we need for the fan. Here's the throttle body. That will, of course, be getting ported by 454 Chewy. Stuff. He does a really good job. I'm actually going to be sending him the throttle body on the Audi. I'm going to try that thing out because the lag in that car is ridiculous. So just taking the valve covers off, I'm very happy so far about how it looks on the inside. When I pulled my 5.3 out, I had a lot of carbon buildup in the inside. But this looks good. This person looks like they regularly change their oil. Looks like they use good oil. So anxious to see what comes out of the pan. So far, pretty good. Got the head off one side. This is pretty typical to have the carbon on the pistons. These things suck in oil, just the way it is, but I'm not sure if you can see it, but they still have the crosshatch not all glazed over. This engine might have been relatively low mileage, which is kind of cool. It's getting rebuilt anyway, but this one looks like it's in good enough shape. I wouldn't even mind just running it as is. It's not rusted on the inside of the water jacket, so it never had like just straight water in it. It had coolant. So far, so good. Got the head off of this side now, and I kind of wire wheeled off the spots on that block where it was cracked, and this looks really good. We don't have any cracks. So this engine will probably get bored over 30,000s or LS1, LS6 piston size, and then so make it a 5.7, make like an iron LS1, LS6, whatever. So that'll be, like I said, we haven't decided what we're going to put it in. If it's going to be my wife's 65 pickup or the Yukon. So either way, we're going to have to get another engine, but depending on which one we do first, I guess. I'm really happy with how this came. It is oily, dirty and gummed up on the outside, but you can see it in this guy. It's pretty common in their engines. They leak and then dirt gets to them and it sticks and gums up like that, but the inside of this engine is what matters, and it looks really good. I pulled the push rods out and they look pretty clean. There's not a bad lip up under here. I don't even feel a lip, to be honest with you. It would be kind of cool. I mean, if this is something we're going to be doing, pulling out engines, maybe get a Carfax account. We could pull the VIN and see how many miles the car's had, at least ballpark. The last time it was, serviced or something. And then we could have seen a service report for this one. This one had the plug popped out of the backside, so it had lost coolant at one point, got hot, and it had one of the expansion plugs put in, the rubber ones, because obviously this is up against the firewall of the truck. You don't want to take the whole engine out or the head off to do that, so they just plugged it with the Band-Aid fix kind of a deal. We can see comparing this one to this one. This one's a lot darker, a lot more carbon buildup. This one looks good. Naturally, when I drained the oil out, it was still golden like new oil is. It's not all black and cruddy. Definitely needs some washing, but nothing a little parts washer can't fix. I think this is going to turn out really good. So I want to thank you guys for stopping in and taking the time to watch my videos. Comment below some LS swap projects you got going on. Let me know where you guys pull your engines, if you're a pick and pull guy or you just order them online somewhere, or buying a wrecked truck for 500 bucks. Check me out on Instagram. It's Endless Wishlist 6.0. Take care, and I will see you guys next time.